Hi guys, Trevor Swenson with Through the Darkness, my journey with PTSD and trauma and stress related disorder. Thought I'd take a minute today, hop off the tractor and talk to you about something that has worked very well for me in my times of anxiety and depression, and more so today in the middle of anger, and that is a little bit of tractor therapy. Tractor therapy has been extremely valuable to me to spend time on machinery as I attempt to and walk through my journey of healing. Today I just got done mowing some foot tall clover, red and white clover, and it's all part of what I think really is going to be an important part of healing in PTSD and trauma and stressor related disorder. And it may sound a little bit off the wall, but there is something about being on machinery. And I think that I have narrowed it down as to why it works well for me, and who knows, it might work well for you as well. When I'm on a tractor, there are a lot of different senses, and you've heard me talk about drowning the senses. And when I'm on a tractor, there are a lot of senses that are engaged in running a tractor, especially with the set of type of machinery that I have on the back right now. Not only am I concerned with the front end of the tractor, running into stumps, rocks, things along those lines, but I'm concerned about what's going on in the back of the tractor as well with whatever implement it is. On top of that, you've got the noise stimulus from the tractor, you have the vibration from the tractor, you have all of the smells, whether it be the diesel, which I really enjoy the smell of burning diesel, but more importantly, on top of that, you've got the fresh cut hay, you've got the fresh cut clover, you've got the fresh summer air as well. And so all of my senses are involved when I'm running machinery, and it's been very, very therapeutic and very healing for me as I've walked through PTSD, and it's going to be something that I continue doing. To be quite honest, today has not been a good day for me at all. Fell asleep extremely angry last night about the situation, my walk with PTSD, which I think is very, very common, and had a hard time falling asleep last night. Started off the day again angry, not dealing with the emotions of PTSD very well, and I just told the whole family that I really need to go out and do some field work. And I just knew that jumping on a tractor would be very, very helpful for me. When I think of what's therapeutic for me as I walk through PTSD and trauma and stressor related disorder, it goes back to that drowning of the senses in a healthy way. And when I tie back drowning the senses the way I used to drown the senses in an unhealthy fashion, number one would be alcohol, to numb the senses, to numb the anger, to numb the depression, to numb the anxiety, to numb the hypervigilance, and then do something that was extremely adrenaline invoking, if you will. Just stupid things, the skydiving end of things, driving motorcycles fast, driving snowmobiles fast, doing dumb things on ATVs, doing dumb guy stuff, if you will. Not that those things can't be done by women on top of it, but I'm sure that skydiving looks different to different people depending on who you are, but those things that just are not who you are when there is not a strong emotion driving it or liquor covering up what you're dealing with. And tractor therapy has really, really helped me, and in fact, so much so that I find things to do with the tractor now, whether it be digging rocks, whether it be pushing stumps, whether it be keeping more acreage mowed than I normally would keep mowed, maintaining trails, pulling logs, things along those lines, that it's just so healthy for me to have everything drown in a healthy manner that I find work to do. And I'm not telling you to go out and buy a tractor by any stretch of the imagination. That is not what I'm attempting to do, nor am I recommending you do that. I'm just talking to you today on a day that I'm really struggling with some of the emotions of PTSD, and showing you real time that there are healthy alternatives in dealing with trauma, in dealing with PTSD, and one of mine just so happens to be jumping on a diesel tractor and getting some work done. It's amazing as well that when you find yourself doing hard physical labor that has purpose, that has an end result that you can be proud of. If you were to look right behind this tractor right now, there's a beautiful contour in a new logging up against a cedar swamp that is now beautifully cut all to the exact same level. It's a level of accomplishment, it's a level of order, it's a level of beauty, and I got to do it while drowning all of my senses on my tractor. So whatever that looks like for you, I highly recommend finding something where you're able to in a healthy manner drown senses when dealing with the intense emotions of PTSD. Like I shared today, mine was anger over the situation, anger over what ultimately happened, anger what has happened to my family, anger about how I'm feeling today while the rest of the family is enjoying vacation and time off, and I had to be away because I'm just not there today at all. And so instead of grabbing a six-pack of beer or more and drowning my anger and drowning my senses in that, I find myself drowning now in things like getting on a tractor and getting some work done. This morning I took probably a quarter-mile swim, and that helped as well. But it's just one of those things where I want to share with you real time as things happen through my walk with PTSD, and hopefully share with you things that are healthy, things that challenge you to maybe step out of your comfort zone and learn something new. I didn't know much about tractors at all a few years ago, but have found myself being quite proficient with small farming things and small logging things and maintenance and things along those lines that are engaging my cognitive side of my brain to heal, on top of taking my mind off the ugly things that can come with dealing with trauma and stressor related disorder, like anger, like anxiety, like depression, all those things that really suck about walking through recovery of where you and I are at right now in our quest to heal. So I just wanted to take a few minutes today and talk about tractor therapy and how it helps me so much in a healthy way, because I have a finished product when I'm done. It drowns all of my senses, and there's a sense of pride, and there's a sense of order and lack of chaos when I get done, when I'm finished. I want to remind you that we're just walking through this darkness, that even though we're going to have bad days and challenging days and tough days, we're going to get through this. You're going to get through this. I'm going to get through this. I just want to challenge people to ask God to be part of your process of healing and managing those emotions, and B, Do it in a healthy way that you can be not only proud of, but you can also create order and create beauty while you're doing it. Thanks for joining me today. Please click subscribe, hit the notification bell. It would be great to meet with you next time. Until that time comes, be well. We'll see you next time.